Earlier in the year, Tissot launched their Heritage 1938 collection, comprising of a gorgeous trio of some of the best value COSC certified watches on the market currently. Today, we're looking at what is my personal favourite of the three, the Tissot Heritage 1938 Small Seconds. First, if you're not familiar with COSC certification, it's a level of precision and testing carried out by the independent official Swiss Chronometer Testing Institute, which is responsible for certifying the accuracy and precision of Swiss watches. How important it is in a real-world setting is something that's regularly debated, but there's no doubt it adds prestige to a watch. So, jumping straight in, and the first thing I notice about this watch is that it has bags of vintage charm, relying on an archetypal 30s design which the Swatch Group seems to return to so regularly. From Tissot, we've previously had the 1938 Telemeter, and from Longines, the Heritage Military 1938, and now this. Someone in Biel really loves that year. Looking at the dial, we have this lovely black textured finish, which reminds me a little bit of the Patek Philippe Calatrava reference 5226G. This serves as a backdrop to the silver-snailed small seconds at 6 o'clock, the embossed gold Arabic numerals, a vintage Tissot logo, white minute track and date. It's got a warmth, richness and depth to it. Although it is COSC certified, it lacks the large chronometer text on its sister watches, only adding to its sleeper credentials. On the steel case, you have a brushed finish everywhere except on the bezel and the onion crown, which completes the vintage silhouette. Another key point of difference between this and its time-only sisters is the case size. While it shares the 39mm diameter, it measures just 9.8mm thick, which when paired with a lug-to-lug of 46.4mm, it makes for a watch that feels great on the wrist. And the thickness really lends itself to a dressy style, but equally the warm tones means it works on a more relaxed look. The Small Seconds is also the only watch in this collection with a date, which is why the other two are referred to as time only. Personally, I would love to see a time only version of this design as well. Another point of difference is the movement. Inside it houses the ETA 2895-2, a movement you can find in other Small Seconds watches such as the Hamilton Pioneer and the Bell & Ross BR123. Initially there was some confusion regarding this as it wasn't advertised as COSC certified, however the Tissot website has now been updated to say that it is. Therefore, although we haven't tested this watch, we expect the accuracy to be refined to a higher standard to go with its solid frequency of 4 Hz and 42-hour power reserve. The movement is viewable through the open caseback, and the rotor is engraved with the vintage Tissot logo, however it lacks the chronometer of its sister watches. Some people may have preferred the Powermatic movement in this collection, however I appreciate the sharper accuracy delivered here. For reference, the Powermatic sits at plus or minus 15 seconds per day, and a COSC movement is typically around the plus or minus 5 seconds benchmark. The Small Seconds comes on a mesh steel or alternative grey leather strap with quick release spring bars, which makes it nice and easy to change up the look of the watch. I actually prefer it on the leather as the mesh feels a little bit unrefined compared to some Milanese straps, and it also features a modern Tissot logo which detracts from the vintage feel. It does look pretty sharp on both however, and it will come down to personal preference. Priced at £885, it's £140 more than the salmon and grey time only versions, but personally I think it looks far better. Tissot continue to knock it out of the park, whether it's retro 70s releases such as the PRX, or heritage-inspired watches such as these 1938s. I'd go as far as to say this is one of the prettiest earliest 20th century reissues we've seen for some time. As always, thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe for more watch releases, news and reviews.